Alrighty, welcome back. In this section we take a look at the classes.dex file, because this is the file that contains our Java source code, and it's compiled into the Dalvik executable byte format. We just dip a little bit into this to give you a preview about what you will be able to understand after completing this course. So let's go. Here we are at our Ubuntu VM, and we go into the apps directory, space pane, and here we have this classes.dex file. The first thing I like to do when I deal with unknown files, I open a terminal and I simply run file on this. And here we can see this is a Dalvik.dex file version 035. The next thing I like to do is I like to open this in Hex Editor, because here we can see some header information, and we can also identify if this file is compressed or if we can see some patterns and maybe some strings or things like this. Therefore I use ghex, but you can of course choose whatever hex editor you like. You can install it via sudo apt-get install ghex. I have it already installed, so I open this file with ghex right now. Okay, we can see dex 035, which seems to be the header, and this one is the version number that file did print out. We can also identify a lot of patterns over here, which means this section is not compressed. Now we know this file contains our Java source code, so let's find out if we find some strings regarding to Java in this file right here. Therefore I open this menu and I search for Java. You have to put it on the right side because the left is the hex representation of this string if you're using ghex, so you cannot type Java over there. We have to use it on the right. And yes, here we can see some Java references, and we can also see some strings, button has not been started, polygon, things like this, alien boss explosion, alien boss hit. So we can identify string references, which seems to be part of the source code. And this is the amazing part about this Java bytecode, because we can reconstruct the source code pretty close to the original one by decompiling this file afterwards. We do this in a separate section where we learn how to reverse engineer and analyze those files. Okay, for now there isn't much more we can do with ghex. We get a nice view into this file, but we cannot disassemble or decompile it with an hex editor. Therefore we have to use a different tool, and this tool is named dexdump. And this one is super amazing, and it also comes pre-compiled with your Android SDK. So let me show this quick to you. Going to close this one, and dexdump is located at the SDK build tools 3003 dexdump. So I have added this path to my ZSH environment. If you have missed this part, you might want to get back to the installation process, but I'm gonna show this quick to you. So, okay, here we can see I have added the 3003 directory to the path variable, and I did append it with the colon. So this means if I run dexdump from this location over here, the space pane directory, the ZSH is looking into all those directories which are listed there in the path variable, this one, and tries to find the dexdump binary. And if it's located in one of those directories, it simply starts it. Therefore, I do not have to provide the full path to the dexdump binary to run this tool. Alrighty, let me clear this one, or let me maximize this first, clear it afterwards, and then zoom a little bit in. And now we run dexdump. Okay, here we have the options of dexdump, and this one is the most important one, the -d option, because dexdump is able to disassemble the code sections of our classes.dex file, which means we are going to make our first experience with Smali. And Smali is super amazing, and also the main focus in this course, because with Smali you are able to do everything. You get unlimited power over this application. What we do, for example, during this course, we write an APK packer. We have two apps and we pack them into one app. And we do this, we append our own debug server in this application, and then we have full memory access over this application, even if we do not have root access on the device, which is super great. We can also insert some debug commands or print out static AES keys in form of byte arrays. We can patch away certificate pinnings, routing detections, and we can also modify our game, which is also the main focus of this course, because this is the most amazing way to learn Smali, by hacking this application. And what we do during this course is we will identify how this code looks like, and then we will modify the game that we do not get hit. We extend our player shot that we do not have a double shot. We make it a 300 shot, for example. We disable our fire rate that we do not get interrupted during this, and all those funny things. Okay, after getting hyped up that much, I'm going to finally show you that Smali, that you know what you have to deal with during this course. So let's go. We use DexDump with the -d option and we use it on the classes.dex, and I'm also going to pipe this through less because then we can browse through this file. Okay, you ready? There we go. Okay, this is your first impression about the Dalvik executable byte format, and you might think, wait, what? We are going to deal with this during this course? And I can tell you, yes, we will. But let me browse down a little bit because, yeah, we get a nicer overview about this one. All right, here we have now finally the Smiley code. We've got the byte representation on the left and we've got the Smiley code on the right. And this is the most important part because this is the Smiley code which we are going to learn, and after this course you will be fully able to read and write this piece of code. And this is super amazing, and if you now think, wait, what? I'm never ever going to learn this is way too complicated. Well, I have learned the stuff and I did it in the most funny way that's possible by hacking this application. And I'm also no genius, so if I can make this, you can make this too. And I promise you, I will guide you through this course that at the end you will be able to understand every single line right here. I've designed this course to have no requirements to go from zero to hero, to understand and learn and even write Smiley afterwards. And this section is designed to give you a quick preview in what you will be able to handle after performing this course. Okay, for now, let's simply just take this impression with us and yeah, we move on with the course. Therefore, I'm looking forward to see you in the next section.